Have you ever wondered what is the best way to start a new Minecraft world? If so, this video is for you. I will show you the best ways to play with tips and tricks to progress the fastest. So let's get right into it. After generating a survival or hardcore world with the chosen difficulty, you are spawned into the game and have exactly 10 minutes before the first night. There are a couple of things we need to gather before the first sunset. One of them being tools, preferably stone ones at least. So quickly try to find some wood to start crafting. And in case you happen to spawn in the desert, I feel bad for you. Try to find some wood as quickly as possible. Once you have your basic wooden pickaxe, go and mine some stone to upgrade your tools. Also, then there is no point in crafting any more wooden tools, since now you have access to stone. If you happen to find any exposed iron, make sure to take it and craft a shield. This is super helpful in the beginning since you don't have any armor and the shield can save your life. Another important thing is the food, so try to gather as much of it as possible at the beginning. If you see any animals, kill them. If you see any grass, break it and grow them into wheat. Even kelp and fish can be a great food source in the beginning. But as you can see, it is already slowly getting dark. To avoid having to fight the mobs, we need a bed. One method is to find 3 sheep and kill them. Then just take the wool and craft a bed. But you can also craft wool from strings if you happen to find those. Another way to obtain a bed is to steal it from a village. A village is also a great source of food from all the hay bales that they have laying around. The last step is to build a small bunker to be protected from the mobs when going to bed or waking up. The hut doesn't have to be anything fancy. A dirt cube is perfectly fine for the first night. If you can go to sleep, you are already off to a good start. On the next day, we can explore around a bit. If you happen to find any temples, villages or shipwrecks, make sure to loot them. In the early game, these can help you progress a lot faster. I found this desert temple near my spawn, and as you can see, there are many useful items here. Once you're back home from the little adventure, make sure to craft a hoe and plant all the seeds and sugarcane that you have. Another thing you can do is to look around for any animals that you could trap to build a farm later on. You can bait them with wheat or carrots, or if you don't have any, just build a fence around them. 2 should be enough for now, and I will deal with them later on. Now that you have a place to sleep and a couple of animals, let's go under the ground and do some mining. Your goal is to find some iron to craft iron armor and tools. Having a shield when exploring the caves is really helpful, but when mining, don't forget about the other ores as well. Make sure to grab some coal to make torches and use it in a furnace, as well lapis for the later enchanting. Also pick up any redstone you can find. This will come in handy when building different farms. Gold is another ore that you should keep an eye on, so mine any gold that you see. And while being down here, definitely try to avoid the deep dark biome. Fighting the warden is the last thing that you want to do in the early game. Otherwise it is pretty simple. And if you happen to be lucky and find some diamonds, do not mine more than 5 of them. 5 diamonds will be enough to craft a pickaxe and an enchanting table. For the enchanting table you will also need obsidian, so mine at least 4 obsidian with the diamond pickaxe. When you found more than 5 diamonds, write down the coordinates for those and come back later on when you have a fortune pickaxe. This way you can get a lot more diamonds in the early game. Having a bucket of water down here can also save you from some sticky situations. So if you had some spare iron, craft a bucket and bring some water with you. After hopefully a successful mining trip, the crops you planted before should be all grown up. Use them to breed the animals we got before. This will get your animal food farm going, and by breeding them every once in a while, you will soon have a constant food supply. Now, as we should have armor and food, we can visit the nether, and there are 3 ways we can do it. The first way is to just mine some obsidian and build a portal. But what if you don't have a diamond pickaxe? We could look for a ruined portal and hope we get enough obsidian from the chest to repair the portal. But there is another way. Just use a bucket of water and some lava. Grab your bucket and go find a lava pool. Once at the lava pool, place a block right here with water next to it. Then break the 3 blocks and add lava at the bottom. After that, build a shape like this. And add water on top of here. Grab some lava with the bucket and place it in the same places that you would do when building it out of obsidian. Now you have an obsidian frame without needing a diamond pickaxe. Now you can use the flint and steel to light up the portal, and when going to the nether, definitely bring the gold that you mined before. Nether can be great in the early game in many ways. For example, quartz is super good source of XP when you don't have an XP farm. But don't get too carried away, make sure not to lose your nether portal. The fortresses and bastions can be great source of different items, since they contain many chests. Just watch out for the wither skeletons and piglins. To protect yourself from piglins, just wear something gold. And talking about gold, remember I told you to bring some in the nether? Well, using this gold you can barter with the piglins and possibly get some pretty good stuff. I for example got obsidian, so I can make an enchanting table and use the XP I just gathered. You can leave your piglins in a hole here and come back later on when you have more gold. Once the nether operation is over, let's enchant the pickaxe. You can use leather from cows and paper from sugar canes to craft some bookshelves, which makes your enchanting table a bit more powerful. Our goal here is to get a fortune pickaxe, and as you can see, we got lucky. Now head underground and pick up the diamonds that you left here before. If you even found some, of course. When mining, also look out for spawners. It's really easy to make yourself a spawner XP farm if you happen to find one. If you do, we have a really easy tutorial video on how you can build one. But when you get tired of mining and want to do something else, build a small iron farm. This is a great farm since iron is needed for hoppers, pistons and anvils. There are some pretty easy designs for an iron farm, so this shouldn't be a problem. By this time, you should have spent time collecting XP in the nether and should have a fully enchanted armor. If you mine for a longer time, you could also have diamond armor that you are working on enchanting. Same with the tools, everything should be enchanted and maybe even made out of diamonds. This is a great start to the world since you don't have to worry about dying anymore. And the next 3 farms I would recommend to build are food, XP and iron. And that is how I think you should spend your first hours in Minecraft. A lot of the progress depends on luck, so if you ain't progressing that fast, do not worry. Find your own pace and continue playing. I really hope you learned something new, and see you in the next video. Bye!